Oh, hey, what's up? We're out here in the garage. It's a nice day. It's a really nice day. I have the day off right now. Um, I even have the day off tomorrow. Uh, so I thought I would be out here in the garage at least doing something productive because, car stuff's got to get done. So we got to do it. And one of those things I had to do is something I had to do from before, which was engine mounts. What I did here was, if you look closely enough, I took my grinder here, let's see, and I took a file, I cut the edge off, because I did not have a thinner file, but I made sure to keep the curve of it, so I cut it almost down the middle. Dropped the phone. Go back to full out zoom there. I'm wearing my gloves. I was keeping my hands clean for a change. So yeah. Let's go over here and grab me one of these guys. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Over here, my little table of parts. Let's see. These guys are my engine mount bolts, the big ones that connect the frame to the engine. These guys here are the ones that connect the upper mounts to the block. I only have a couple lug nuts on the front so I can get the wheels off quick. Those are the torque converter. These two underneath here, this one here and that one there, go for the steering shaft. There's my Pontiac keys. Try not to forget those stab links. Let's see. But yeah, we needed one of these guys. Let's leave the washer here. Alright, and we're back over here. Don't worry about this stuff. We'll get to that in just a moment. Stuff I got not too long ago. Thought, maybe I'd get a couple of things before I make a video. Had to make this guy fit just perfectly down here. You can see they're a little wonky, but they match each other on each side, at least a little bit. The bottom hole is the guide hole, giggity, and the top ones, yeah, I drilled out a little wallard, but the bottom bolt on the triangle, because that's how they go in the engine, is like this. So these two bolt holes I elongated the same. Like these things are tough. They're thick. There's enough room that I was able to machine just a little bit. Airplane. You done? All right. Well, like what we were saying, these two holes are the same. I elongated the same. You hold them over each other, they're the same size. These ones are the shorter ones. These ones I elongated a little bit. Everything just to make these line up. I will show you in a second what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. All this time that I have to elongate the bolts upward so they slide further down on the engine, because for some reason this lines up perfectly. Probably can't see the light through there, whatever. I can see that bolt hole is lined up. Don't make me go get one of the bolts. That is lined up perfectly. On this side, same deal. It fits on there just the way it should, sitting on there, and you can actually see on this one I have enough light that you can see that lines up. But for some reason, airplane, you done? Cool. For some reason it doesn't line up. I've done a little research, and apparently I got these out of this engine, if you haven't been following, is out of a 91 Chevy Suburban 1500 basic 2-bolt 190 horse Chevrolet 350. I've seen these basic mods before tested. A lot of the stuff I'm doing is just pretty basic stuff, you know, intake headers, you know, accessory drive like delete for the AC, and, you know, making sure it's the serpentine so everything runs nice and smooth. And, you know, I'm doing everything pretty much just to give it a little boost, you know, whatever, 230, 210, whatever. It's going to be loud and stupid and probably not go that fast, but it'll be fun. And I will finish these up a little bit earlier today. If I need to, we will notch these up further, and these ones up further too, just to make sure it, or even, I don't even care, just tilt the engine just a little bit. I really don't care, just wanted to get it in the car. I promise I won't let anybody drive it. Alright, we'll get this out of the way. Alright, on to the next bit. Something I've talked about before. I got myself a little carb spacer here. Another little AutoZone part from Spectre there. Not sponsored. Just want to let you know where I got this stuff. Also got ourselves a transmission mount here because the one that is on the wagon is shredded literally in half and deteriorated all the way. So we will be replacing that with this one. Can we open the box one-handed like a boss? Yes, we can. Let's see. For my application, going for since I have the Oldsmobile engine in it, I think the factory position of the transmission will be maintained, because actually I heard, or what I've read, is that they are basically the same length and I believe have the same crossmember. So this is transmission mount 2360 Duralast AutoZone. Woo! I work there. No paid promotion. Also got this guy here. I've opened it already. Sorry but I had to do it because I was checking it out. I already matched it up to my engine, because as the instructions go on the back, since I have the peanut intake on the engine, this is for the square bore intakes from Quadrajet to square bore. Might have an idea for this later, because this one right here is designed to go straight onto my application for a 350 small block. Well, I said the wrong thing. Okay, what I mean to say is my specific peanut port intake to a square bore carburetor. If you remember this guy over here, let's grab it. Square bore. Good old Eddie Brock. Ed old Brock. It's going to go nicely. Pretty much basically like that. I believe that's the right way. I forget which. Wait, this is the front, so it would go like this. Swap it around, because that's. But we take this over here. Looks like it won't seat all the way. Well, it's lined up A to A, B to B. But what we really have to pay attention to is peanut port. You can see me pressing in a little bit. It's smaller on this side, bigger on this side. If you don't know what peanut port means, you might want to try a different hobby. So yeah, that's gonna line up perfectly. I've been needing this for a while, and it comes with the hardware to bolt it to the intake and bolt it to the carb, which is nice. Carb spacers are great. This one's aluminum and plastic, but it's good plastic. And I also have a plan for this, because if you look straight down on it, like it's meant for the square bore to square bore, or quadrajet to square bore, sorry. And I'm thinking, if you punch that out all the way around and you opened it up, I mean, I could notch this out right here and I could make it smoother air delivery. But at the same time, if you did it with this and you just cut all of this out, I wonder if this spacer would make a difference or if it would make it worse. It's probably... And then they ask, why is Beware's car on fire? But we are going to leave it there for right now. That's all I got. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had fun. No, I did. At least it's just a little update on what we got going on with the wagon. So, and hopefully we get to drive it one of these days, because it's getting real nice out. And I want to drive my car again. But anyway, like, subscribe, and share. And beware. Later.